everybody. This is ZigZagZog coming to you from Western Kentucky, and we are going to continue with our playthrough of Total War 3 Kingdoms using the 8 Princes DLC, and we are playing as none other than Sima IE. Last episode we gained back in a bloody battle our Changsha city, but we have our city back. We have a somewhat depleted but re-strengthening in ambush position. Our other general down here, Ling Hong, looking to work on taking over and taking back once and for all the Changsha trade port and completing our commandery for the first time in ages. We do have the Jin Empire sitting up here off, the defeated Jin Empire sitting off to the side here, so we're ready for the next turn to see what develops. Depending on what happens here, I may be charging Sima IE to the south to try and complete the commandery down here with the, I think it's the name, Changwu livestock farm. That may be our goal depending on the activity we get up here, because I don't want to pull Sima IE out of here too soon if he's lingering up north, especially with Ling Hong going to be distracted with the trade port right now. So let's see what the next turn brings us in developments. Sima Y would like a non-aggression pact, but he would like a lot of my stuff. So and since he's so far to the north, I'm thinking we'll just pass on the non-aggression pact at this time. We have a little distance in between us. I don't feel an immediate threat. And the Jin Empire, what are you doing? It is your turn, your play. And looks like he's heading back down to the south. Like, I kind of thought he would. The question will be, can Sima IE beat him down there to that livestock farm? I don't know. We have the ability to accept the Jin Empire into our coalition. I'm the tiebreaker, but that would really piss off Sima Yan, and I'm really not interested in inviting him into our coalition right now either, so let's just reject that outright. And here we go, a rainy spring in the year 301. Sima Yan is declaring war on the Jin Empire. And Shan Yu has been invited into a coalition from Huang Jin. Okay, we have factions. We have developed our battlefield medicine, so it looks like it's going to be time to go ahead and pick out a new, well, once we take into account a lean year. That's funny, the wealth alignment, I don't remember what I did to get us so much wealth alignment, but I'll take it anyway, because it gives us 10% extra income and an available trade agreement. So somewhere we gain some wealth alignment, but we still are only 5 away from my mind alignment improvement, and that greatly improves my ammunition, which I'm gonna love having. So I'm gonna make them sell just for the mind alignment. Whether I want to do anything else or not, I want to get my mind alignment up to the next level. So there is my choice. And now let's get up here and kind of take a look at the reforms. Battlefield medicine is what we just completed. It increases our replenishment, which is greatly needed. And I'm kind of thinking I may pop back up to the first level just to grab Buddhist selflessness. That's a tongue twister for me. And gain us that 5 satisfaction. Now that satisfaction, I guess overall in my generals, I really was hoping to find something that would work on noble support. So I guess I don't have anything to help me right off the bat with noble support. Don't need the extra army right now. I may, since I am going to be looking at building a new army, let's reduce my recruitment costs, because I'm at the point where I want to start, especially if I'm able to get back the port city of Changsha, where my income should start going up, where I can afford another army. So we got new characters coming into court, and we'll take a look at them also down the road. Don't have the funds to hire anybody right now, so we'll just have to see who's here to stick around when that time comes. I didn't notice, and this is something I noticed out of the corner of my eye. Look, someone has left Changsha Trade Port wide open. I guess Song Wai has decided he didn't like the idea of this large force, even though it's a weak large force moving in on Changsha, the trade port. It didn't fall for my little ambush trap. So let's take you out of ambush, take you into normal stance, and don't know if we're quite replenished enough looking at the weakness of some of these units. But I desperately want Changsha Trade Port back. Let's see what kind of garrison he's got in there. A nice valiant defeat garrison is what he's got in there. Tight little map. I mean, I got the trebuchet to go knock out any towers I want, but do I want to, with my depleted forces, have to fight down narrow corridors? I think what I'm going to do in this one, it'd be a bloody battle, but I would rather get that defensive garrison to sally out to me, and if they don't sally out, well, then they're going to be a little weaker for me to go in. So I'm going to try a turn of starving out. We are in the spring, so it's not like weather-wise I'm going to have any issues. The only thing that could throw a wrench into the plan is if Song Wai decided to come back and relieve his garrison at the Changsha Trade Port. But we'll have to take that risk. I can always retreat since I'm not exactly the most full-strength army in the world. And given the moves of the Jin Empire, I think we're going to move Sima to the south, take you down through the pass here. I'm just going to move regular, at least initially. Hopefully we can keep these by moving. I'm still in the same commandery. Does my replenishment look the same? I didn't hurt my replenishment. That's the good news. And we will continue moving south. We do have a promotion available now, Bujun. In Bujun, we may end up getting you out of a court kind of position and getting you leading some kind of an army. I'm guessing, I'm thinking, depending on who, once I'm able to hire some people from the court that could be better at your administrator kind of thing. Let's see what kind of promotion will help you out. We have morale when attacking, battle running speed. In fact, what kind of... You're pretty much a cavalry focused, at least with your retinue that comes with you. So maybe armor piercing damage, plus 25 melee damage for all shock cavalry in your retinue. And I think that's what you come with, is the shock cavalry. So let's just do passion. Even if I don't move you over right away, get an unlocked assignment for conscription also for your remaining time as administrator. So let's go with the buff that will help your shock cavalry. And as an administrator, in case maybe I don't find the right hire here when I'm able to, what's nice is my income's back up to 797. It had been down around 100, I think. So we're starting to correct that, and I have a feeling once we take over Changsha Trade Port in the next turn or two, our income is going to become normalized again. And we'll take a look at building that third army, and then we'll also take a quick look at our happiness down south with our noble support and see if we got to do any correcting down there also. We got one unhappy character still. Wants a higher court position, and that's Sima Yin. And I think we had decided we aren't anywhere close to an immediate promotion, so we may have to look at paying him if his satisfaction goes much lower, to just do the old paid promotion right in here, and his next promotion would cost us 1,200, so we got to keep that in mind also. Okay, let's see what the next turn brings. Does Changsha get reinforced? A non-aggression pact with Sima Ying. Where would you be, Sima Ying? Let's get a perspective, and I'm not seeing Sima Ying. So, since Sima Ying's not close, there's no enticement for me to... We'll just postpone any non-aggression pact till we get a better idea where you are. We're going to reject that. You are stronger than me, but I can't just kowtow to everybody who's stronger than me. Got to keep some flexibility open once we start discovering more of the map. And the Jin Empire is moving south. It looks like it's a race to the south. And we do get a sallied out battle. We're going to be probably then wide open, little tree, pretty much wide open. So let's go in there and get ourselves set up for the battle. Now I think it's still predicted when I looked at the meter before I clicked into battle that we're still predicted as a defeat, but that just doesn't make sense to me. So he's going to be the one sallying out. He's going to be the one coming to me. So I'm thinking we'll do what I normally do, get my cavalry off into the forest to start with. And see if we can't get them hidden off to the side to pounce on their rear as they advance toward my line, which I'll put way in the back. And we aren't quite hidden there. There we go. We got number one hidden. Now number two, we need you hidden also. And we are hidden. We got the cavalry hidden off to the side. Let's just, as we are, get everybody to the back. I'm happy with that setup. Gives more time for my trebuchet to shoot as they advance. I'm also looking at my front line. I got these guys here who have the ability to give me a little shield wall action. So let's readjust this front line. I'm thinking. Let's get these guys out on the flanks. In fact, let's do an interior line like this. With the guys with shield wall on the flanks. Yes, the shield walls are on the flanks. And then we can use our axemen kind of as a flanking force. And we'll line these guys up here. And we can put the ones on the outside in their little shield wall for extra protection when they move up. Ah, these two shield walls have moved to where I did not want them in the center. I wanted my shield walls on the wings. So when I moved them back, my line got messed up. There we go. Now we'll get the shield walls on the flanks set up. And then my forces on the back to spring out for any flanking maneuvers. Boom, there's just my standard little setup that I do on a defensive position. And let's start the battle. And he's going to charge on down the hill. Okay, keep that. Archers in the back. Front line of all just the light sword infantry. And pretty soon he will become in range of the trebuchets, and we'll get to see hopefully some carnage happening in his advance. Hopefully we can weaken him up with, even though it's just the one unit of trebuchets, not a complete unit of two. I think we'll do a little bit of damage as he advances. I just can't believe they think this force can beat me. We're going to prove that computer prediction wrong. Okay, we're almost in range, and then pretty soon we're going to be in a position where our cavalry can also spring out. Let's kind of see what damage our early trebuchet shots take on this meager... I got to talk myself into reminding he's a meager garrison force. You can do this. You can win this battle. There we go. The trebuchet is going to start auto-firing now. In fact, shall we start placing them ourselves on the weakest or the strongest melee force. And at this point, we want to look at jumping out the cavalry. There's the bodies of the trebuchet hits so far. Okay, you want to rain on my parade as I come out to take you out? Well, go ahead. My force isn't that strong, so all these shots against my cavalry are not welcomed. There, we're starting to break up their barrage. They're doing more damage against my melee cavalry than anything else. There we go. Tumble, tumble, tumble. Got their lines going to be moving down into mine. They don't have all of a sudden a lot of archer support, which is a good thing. How are my melee cavalry holding up in melee? All I'm really able to do with my cavalry here is disrupt. My archers are weakening them as they advance, so I gotta keep, it looks like I'm best served keeping my focus in the back. My generals are somewhat weakened, so I'm hesitating to bring them out into the big brunt of the battle. And we don't want you back here, we want you back here. Yeah, they're not making any sort of advance, and that just allows me to just keep picking them apart. He's bringing in reinforcements. I think we've done our job there. We're pretty well depleted by this cavalry. And it looks like we need to come down and disrupt their archers because they're doing a number on us down here. Time for a little disruption down here. Let's get the cavalry out of there. Let's avoid the swordsmen they're sending back towards us. We need to disrupt some archers here. Okay, I think my cavalry is pretty well depleted now. I think it's time to retire them. If it's possible. They're caught up in melee. We are going to lose some cavalry, but they did their job. Now let's take back a look at our interior line. Start getting the trebuchet, what's left, going against melee units.
骑兵，上马，速速前进，加速前进。步兵待命，诛灭敌军。剑士听命，集合。
And you swordsmen, take you out of your protective shells. Let's get over here to help out. We can do the same with our archers for any flanking moves to help out, since they are out of ammo.
向前开进！哈！敌军士兵正在溃逃，顽强不屈。杀！剑士听命。
And it looks like they are just running away now. Okay. So, we did defeat them. It wasn't easy, although it wasn't the defeat that the computer predicted, and it was a close victory. So let's end this battle.
每打赢一场，天下就安定一分。
And we will take the replenishment right now because we are depleted. Okay, Sima Yan has requested Ruan Shen, one of our coalition guys, to join the war against the Jin. So finally, Ruan Shen probably won't be asking for the Jin Empire, voting for the Jin Empire to come into our coalition anymore if he's going to finally be going to war against them. A spreading illness. Disease has spread amongst the men. Even now, your forces fester with a lingering illness. It would be possible, however, to turn this to our advantage, sending the pestilence or the pestilential bandages and blankets over the enemy walls, infecting the enemy as well. Infect the enemy, ignore the issue, and I lose there, and I can send a little medicine to my troops. See, I think I'm going to take over. I don't have a need to infect the enemy and spend that kind of cash. We're just going to send medicine for our own forces. And a trait has been gained. Ling Hong is now philanthropic, adding to his resolve and authority. Okay, let's see what the battle for Changsha Trade Port once and for all is down to. What can we do? Decisive victory. We have weakened them finally, so now let's just go ahead and delegate this battle out and take over once and for all our port city. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. But I feel good having my commandery complete at last, and there is the notification. My commandery is secured. I'm probably going to be parking Ling Hong in there for the short term because we are the most weakened force I've ever seen in a while. Fortunately, we have some good speed on this replenishment. Hopefully it won't take us long to build up and have that army available again to us. But now with Sima IE, it's a race south to see who can get down here. I'm guessing it's a race to the livestock farm. Or is he going to try a little Ling Ling rice paddy movement? Well, he's going to be surprised because if you don't remember, we built up the forces down there. My garrison forces are a little larger than they were last time, so that'll help us out in any battle we have down there. You're almost replenished, I think. I think I'll just keep you normal movement just so we can get some more replenishment here. In fact, if I keep you in... Don't make you cross the border. We're still going to have some awesome replenishment. I'm wondering if it'll decrease if I cross the border here. So that's close to my full movement. And we can, let's do that. We'll move most of our full movement here just so we can get great replenishment one more turn. That's going to get us almost back to full force. And then we'll be ready to do something against the Jin Empire over here. We'll be better prepared for it, I would think. Depending on if he moves more towards Kangwu. Trying to figure out, we're going to have to figure out the best route to get back to Kangwu. I have good roads down to the Kangwu rice paddy. After that, it's small roads moving across. That may be the quickest way, because if I have to, there's no really quick way coming over, because that forces me around this way, and I think he's got a head start if I go that way. So that's probably the route we're going to go, is south, unless he moves right towards the Lingling rice paddy. We're going to move south towards the Kangwu rice paddy ourselves, and then move over towards the Kangwu livestock farm and see if we can win the race. He is in forced march, so he won't be replenishing a lot. We will be at full strength after this turn, and we will turn into forced march. So there we go. Let's see what building options we have. What do we have available in Changsha? In fact, we still have a damaged building here which we want to repair. We want to repair the trade port, so that'll use up some of our funds. Do we have anything else we need to look at in the immediate future here? We do have noble support growing now. It's only because of the events right now that are helping us out. Otherwise, there's really no change down here. Any buildings available down in these provinces? I don't know. That'll lower noble support. That's probably not. Got to be careful about how I'm building with that noble support right now, because I'll need to find some happiness buildings at some point. So we'll hold off on the building right now and see what the next turn brings us. Sima Yue would like a non-aggression pact. He's willing to pay for my forged iron scale. Sima Yue. You're way up there. We don't need a non-aggression pact with you right now. You are stronger than me. Everybody's stronger than me. I gotta find ways to build my force, get that next army built up to also give me some more options on how to expand and how to defend myself. So he's going to come straight on down. I'm going to find out if we can reach him. Let's find out if we can reach him when it becomes our turn. The Jin Empire has signed a peace treaty with Sima Ji. Another coalition invitation. We have more people of merit moving through our court, and we're getting to the point where we can look at hiring some, and new faction capital for Sima Chang. Now, why is my general unhappy? That's what I would like to find out. Sima Ai, why are you unhappy? Is there anything up here that tells me why my general, or it's a general within the army that's unhappy? There we go. Guang Kuisi, are you the unhappy? Who's the unhappy one down here? Your general is unhappy. Oh, there we go. Sima Yin is the unhappy one. Sima Yin, we need to make you happy. We have the funds to do the short-term fix on you. So we're going to give you a little promotion right there. Next promotion is going to cost 1,600. I could do it right away right now, but we got your happiness back up for the moment. And we got another unhappy little thing brewing down here. What does it cost to get you made happier? And it also desires higher court position. So we're just going to take this turn to make some people happy a little bit longer. And we may end up having to do some shuffle with these unhappy people. Yeah, you weren't the best hire, so I don't know how long I want to keep you happy and find a better replacement. It might have been better for me to not spend that money on your promotion and go into my court. But I'm distracted. I want to see if I can reach. Can I reach? There's a chance I can reach this turn, and I'm going to take that chance and see if he's staying put, because he's in 4 smart, so he's going to have to battle with me, right? And it's a decisive victory predicted on our part. We outnumber him greatly and vastly, and now is the time to make my move, Jin Empire. You made the mistake of force marching into my area, so Ren Taiyuan, you are going to have a handful to deal with right now. Looks like you will have forest you can hide in, and I'll be coming mostly from the open. So let's get in there and fight this battle. And here we are. Oh, it's got a big depression in the middle, so yeah, I do believe, oh, in fact, we get a peek at his forces. He is somewhat in the forest. He's got trebuchets there. 1 trebuchet to go against us, so that'll be a bit of a pain. He's got some cavalry. For the most part, he has cavalry stronger than mine as far as head-to-head cavalry battle goes. So I think we just need to advance quickly. And how do I want to set this up to my best advantage? I think we're going to get all my cavalry off to the side as soon as possible. We will advance quickly down the center. Just to try to either tie up his own cavalry as we advance, and if we're able to get around that, to come in on the rear and kind of knock out that long distance trebuchet going. He does have the heavy repeating crossbowman, but we do have some perks available. In fact, we can do some guerrilla just to get us really close. We got some guerrilla action, and they do have some range toughness. Bring that force right up front as we rush to bring everybody else behind, so that we may do the little guerrilla action since we outnumber him greatly, just to close in on his units. I'm thinking that's what we want to do. Not standard in my practice, but sometimes you got to change out of your comfort zone and try something new and see how it works out for you. So we will get these forces right up front and get them charging on in. We got the buff against their archers here that we will activate right away. Let's start the battle. Let's get our own cavalry into the action, and let's get ourselves moved up as quickly as possible, because we are going to be, as we just found out, under trebuchet fire.
Ha! 休想战胜我！珍惜你剩下的每次呼吸吧。做好准备，准备就绪。赶快！我军士卒仓皇逃命，真乃丧家之犬。骑兵注意，上！准备好了，看我取你首级！
We'll get a duel going right away with Sima to weaken his generalships.
时机已至，离胜利又近了一步。注意，刀枪不入，听命。剑士听命，赶快行动！好起来！诛灭敌军，剑士准备，片甲不留。毛兵注意，动作快点！杀！做好准备，杀光敌军！楚兵在此，进攻！鼓起勇气！太弱了，言辞粗鄙，我当原样奉还。敌军四散而逃，到底是无胆鼠辈。
Go Sima, you got this one.
时机已至，进军！挺住！挺住！
There we go. We got that duel out of the way. Sima, hey, let's get in here and help out. Go against that last remaining general.
骑兵听命，进攻！扛剑在手，冲啊！鼓起勇气！
They're falling apart at this time. We just got this one last duel here in the way. Can we hang in there? If it looks like I'm going to lose, I can pretty much run away without much penalty because we got him running away all over the place.
时机已至。
It looks like we have the upper hand on this last final duel to end the battle.
可怜之语必出自可怜之口。
See if we can finish him off. Doing a little dance in the background there with the flag, little flag dance. There we go. We finished him off. He knew it was coming. He was celebrating in advance with the little flag dance shuffle. Okay, let's claim our victory here. All right. Oh, gotta love it. Gotta love it. We're coming out of here in decent shape, it looks like. And it looks to me, we got a nice decisive victory out of that one. I'm happy, happy, happy. That's what we were predicted to do. It's nice when it says decisive and I don't come in with a close victory and feel real bad about it. So we did the decisive victory. We have a character captured, and I don't think he's a rival here. We will just release him and gain the income. I'm income starved, so we are going to also ransom because my forces don't look too depleted. So let's just get more cash as we can. And he's running off, and I don't think we have enough movement left to chase him down, so we'll just park it right there. So he's going to escape a little bit with a meager little force, but c'est la vie. We saved Ling Ling Rice Paddy once again, and we are free to move against the Kongwu Livestock Farm now. At last. Let's take a look before we end this particular episode. We have a couple nice fun little battles. Let's see if we see anybody really interesting over here or not. He's young and he's a high level, and he used to be with Sima Yan. Who do we have here? You are one-eyed, so I guess having one eye is hurting your melee evasion. Also, Sima Yan. So Sima Yan has a couple that he's been sending in here. What do you look like, Feng Chun? Graceful, intrepid, and honorable. I'm almost thinking you could be a recruitable person for me, low level, low risk. So one thing about some of these low levels, it tends to come with low risk in addition to everything else. So let's take a look at your affiliation, Sima UA. You've been with him for a long time, so that looks like you are some kind of a spy also potentially. Do we have any good looking strategists that could help us out? Of course, they're higher level. A lot of times coming with Alright, so we've seen what we got. I didn't see that one that I just have to have. What I'll probably do off camera, I'll take a look at them a little bit closer in between episodes and make a decision so we don't have to sit here and painfully watch me go as I try to decide. So we'll cut a break right here and see if we have who I feel is appropriate to hire. We'll take a look at all my building choices once again off camera, so I feel that when we come back I will make hopefully what I think are the best choices with a little thought and not having to have you guys watch me think. So this is ZigZagZog signing off from Western Kentucky. I thank you for watching this episode. It's nice to have things going our way for a change, and we'll take a look at a few things and see if we can't keep that trend going in our next episode. Thank you for watching.